Hello, students. This activity is called making spinners. And so what you're going to do is use the clues at the top to write in the correct numbers within the spinner. And then you're going to tally some probabilities. And with probabilities, we're going to use fractions, okay? So the clues at the top of this, looks like there's 4 sections of this spinner. And each section on each page might be a little bit different. That one's only got 3. That one's back to 4 and 4. That one's got, looks like 6. So each one's going to be a little bit different. But coming back to our first page here, it says there are 3 different odd counting numbers less than 6 in the sections. Okay, so right off the bat, that's kind of telling me what I'm going to be filling in here. Now, there's 3 different odd counting numbers less than 6. So what are our counting numbers less than 6 that are odd? That would be 1, 3, and 5, right? Now, right off the bat, it says I have 3 different numbers with 4 sections. So that might be telling me I got to use one of these numbers twice. Number 2 says with 1 spin, there's an equal chance of landing on 2 of the numbers, okay? And with 1 spin, it's twice as likely to land on the least number as it is to land on each of the other numbers. So there you go. If it's twice as likely to land on the least number, which is 1, that means there must be 2 of those ones in here, right? Because that would make it twice as likely to land on, so let's just say we put a 1 here, a 1 here, we put our 3, where they go doesn't really matter. You can decide that on your own. So just think about probability here. If I spin this 1 time, I have a 1 in 4 chance of getting a 3. Right? There's 4 sections, there's 1 3, so 1 out of 4. I have a 1 in 4 chance of getting a 5. But I have a 2 in 4 chance of getting a 1, which means it's twice as likely to land on the least number. So with 1 spin, what's the probability of landing on the least number? Like we just said, there's 2 out of 4. So if I'm going to simplify that, I got a 1 in 2 chance. Basically a 50-50 chance of landing on a 1, okay? Now at the bottom, it says you're going to complete the addition table to show all possible sums of 2 spins. So spin 1 and spin 2, I have, what's on my table? I have 2 1s, a 3, and a 5, right? And on spin 2, I also have 2 1s, a 3, and a 5. So now in here, in my actual grid, I'm going to add my numbers together from my headings and my spins, and that'll give me, so I've got 4 options on spin 1, 4 possibilities on spin 2. That means there are 16 different outcomes that I could get, right? So if I look at here, I see 1 plus 1, that's 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. That's not a good 2. Let me try that again. Ooh, not much better. 3 plus 1, this would be 4. And this would be 6. Now if I'm doing 1 again, all my numbers are the same, right? 2, 2, 4, and 6. 3 now, so 3 plus 1, that's 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 5 is 8. And then lastly, we got 5, so 5 plus 1 is 6. 5 plus 1 is 6. 5 plus 3 is 8, and 5 plus 5 is 10, right? So those are my 16 options of my different outcomes for my spins. Spinning 1, spinning 2, okay? So now if I back out on this, my last question on this page is, what is the probability that the sum of 2 spins will be 6? So I have all of my outcomes in here. What do we say? If there's 4 here and 4 there, 4 options on spin 1, 4 options on spin 2, that means I have 16 potential outcomes. So because there are 16 total potential outcomes, I know that's my denominator, right? And my numerator is the outcomes that I'm looking for. And right now I'm looking for how many times would I get 6 out of 16 chances. If I look in here, I see a 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5 out of 16. 5/16 is my probability that my sum will be 6 after spinning it. So that is how this page, well, that's how that page works. Look at you, I gave you the whole thing. But now each page after that's going to be the same deal, okay? Use the clues to fill in your spinner, give the probability, and then the probability on the totals as well. So take your time. Do a good job.